Ever since I moved up to the heavyweight division, Tyson Fury's been real quiet. Tyson Fury, where the fuck you at, pussy? Whoa!
Jake Paul just destroyed Tyson Fury by calling him a washed-up Gypsy King ahead of the Usyk rematch, and honestly the irony is almost too much to handle. Jake, the self-proclaimed boxing sensation who built his career on fighting ex-MMA fighters and scripted bouts, is now out here mocking Fury for his so-called failures. Seriously, what kind of delusion are we witnessing?
I would say the sports casuals will pick Tommy because they think he's this professional boxer from this legendary bloodline.
This is the same guy who's been dodging questions about his stage fight with Mike Tyson, yet he thinks he's qualified to critique an actual heavyweight champion. Jake has officially reached peak hypocrisy, trashing Fury for prepping for the rematch while pretending his own career isn't built on smoke and mirrors. What's next? Jake calling Muhammad Ali overrated. The guy's crossed all levels of patheticness, proving once again that his greatest strength isn't boxing, it's running his mouth. At least he's consistent.
Everyone seems to forget that Tyson Fury's trainer is Sugar Hill, and not the dad, and the dad doesn't know shit about boxing.
So Jake Paul just verb-bodied Tyson Fury, and honestly it was more entertaining than some of Fury's fights lately. Paul, the internet's favorite loudmouth, turned one a boxing analyst, had all the smoke for Fury ahead of his Usyk rematch. And let's just say he didn't sugarcoat anything. Nope, Paul dragged Fury's name through the mud, calling him out for his pathetic performance in their first match. Fury, who somehow thinks he won despite the split decision in May 2023 clearly favoring Usyk, is still clinging to his delusions like their championship belt. And if that wasn't enough, Fury even claimed that Usyk's win was more about Ukraine's sympathy points than actual skill. Yeah, real classy move, Fury.
When we go again, we go again. There's no animosity. I don't hate you. You know, he's a good God-fearing Christian family man. Why would I hate him? And he's made me millions.
Yes, the Gypsy King's overconfidence has turned into his greatest weakness, and Paul's been running laps with it, calling Fury out for being a defensive turtle in a fight where Usyk schooled him. Remember when Fury used to actually scare people in the ring? Yeah, neither do we.
A baldy.
Looks like an assassin, doesn't
It suits him. Shaved head suits him. He looks sexy. Do you know what I mean? He looks like a sexy beast.
Let's talk about that May 2023 fight for a second. It was a split decision, but honestly, it felt like Usyk owned every meaningful moment in that ring. The guy landed 40% of his punches to Fury's 35%. And before Fury fans come running, no, those numbers don't lie. Usyk didn't just win, he made Fury look like he'd forgotten how to fight. Case in point, round 9, Usyk dropped a left hand so precisely it should be hanging in the loo. Fury managed to stay upright. But let's not kid ourselves, he was rocked. Usyk at the edge in precision timing, and basically everything Fury was supposed to be good at. But sure, Fury thinks he was robbed. Someone passed this man a reality check. Even post-fight, Fury's weird mix of congratulating us while doubling down on his "I actually won" narrative was a masterclass in delusion. Nobody's buying it, man. And Jake Paul, oh, he's not letting that go unnoticed. He's been roasting Fury non-stop, calling him out for landing only 10 clean punches in key rounds. 10. You can't call yourself a heavyweight champ and throw numbers like that. It's like trying to win a spelling bee by mumbling random letters. Usyk, of course, isn't making things easier for Fury. He's been out here mocking Fury's strategy of running laps around the ring instead of, boxing. For a guy who built his career on being fearless, Fury looked more like he was auditioning for a marathon. Usyk been laughing all the way to this rematch. And honestly, who can blame him? He's got the receipts, and they're not flattering for Fury. Now Fury's been swearing up and down that his training camp for the first fight whispers tell a different story, something about inter-drama and a game plan that fizzled harder than flat soda. Fury went defensive, which, spoiler alert, played right into Usyk's hands. Usyk thrives on fighters who hesitate, and Fury did just that, handing over the pacing and control like it was a Christmas gift. According to Jake, Fury's whole shtick, relying on his size and brute force, has officially expired, and the Gypsy King persona is as outdated as an old VHS tape. Because let's real bragging about your big heart and boxing IQ doesn't hit the same level when you're taking L's in the ring. But let's get one thing straight, Jake Paul himself is afraid of Fury.
Oh, let's go. Congratulations on
Let's go.
We're really excited for everybody.
We were just talking about you. I really thought he was going to fucking punch me when he came in.
Paul's trash talk has been relentless, no holds barred, and honestly kind of entertaining. He publicly roasted Fury for being outclassed by a cruiserweight, which, let's face, is the boxing equivalent of being dumped on by a high schooler. Usyk's lighter weight and technical finesse exposed Fury in ways no heavyweight should ever want to be exposed. According to Paul, Fury's camp didn't just fail, they flopped. No adaptability, no creativity, just the same predictable routine that Usyk danced circles around. And because Jake Paul never misses an opportunity to stir the pot, he even claimed Fury wouldn't last 3 rounds with him in an exhibition fight. Now, whether that's pure ego or a calculated PR move is up for debate. But one thing's clear, Jake Paul knows how to keep himself in the headlines. But do you remember when Tyson Fury roasted him back? Tommy versus Jake.
If Tommy can't splatter Jake Paul, I'll retire him from boxing myself. It doesn't need to be about. If he can't beat Jake Paul, forget about boxing. Because he's got ambitions of being a world champion. Never mind beating some YouTube guy.
Now let's talk about stakes. This isn't just another boxing match. This is the fight, a battle for the first undisputed heavyweight championship of the 21st century for Tyson and Fury. It's about more than just a belt. It's about dragging his reputation out of the gutter. Usyk's split decision victory back in May 2023 turned him into a certified legend. Fury, not so much. His unbeatable aura shattered, and now he's left scrambling to remind the world that he's still got it. Spoiler alert, Jake Paul doesn't think he does. Even Frank Warren, Fury's promoter and unofficial hype man, has made it clear this rematch is do or die. He's bluntly stated that Fury needs this win if he ever wants to be mentioned in the same breath as Muhammad Ali or Lennox Lewis. No pressure, right? A loss, though, would be catastrophic. An all-caps disaster. Fury's not exactly in the young and rebuildable phase of his career anymore, and another loss could send his legacy straight to the bargain bin, and you better believe Jake Paul has been chirping about it non-stop. Paul's been hammering home that Fury's size advantage, 40 lbs heavier than Usyk in their first fight, meant absolutely nothing. In fact, Jake's argument is simple: if you're big but can't win, then what's the point? And then there's the mental game. Fury's feeling the heat, and Paul's turning up the dial with his trademark sarcasm. Paul has suggested that Fury might want to consider retirement if he can't pull off a win on December 21st. Ouch for Fury. This isn't just about clawing back a title, it's about hanging on to his dignity. Because let's be honest, boxing doesn't hand out participation trophies. If Fury flops again, he risks becoming the guy who used to be great. And nobody wants to be that guy. Even Fury seems to get how serious this is. He's admitted that if he loses again, a trilogy fight with Usyk is inevitable, and this time there be zero excuses. That's a lot of pressure for a guy whose entire brand is built on being untouchable. Fury's bravado has always been his signature move, but this time it's clear the stakes are deeply personal. This isn't just another fight, it's a referendum on Fury's entire career. Either he proves he can still hang with the best, or he fades into the remember when conversations of boxing history. So here we are. The rematch is set for December 21st, and the boxing world is holding its collective breath for Fury. It's redemption or ruin for Jake Paul. It's another chance to gleefully pick apart a fallen giant. Whatever happens, one thing is certain: the whole world will be watching, and Paul will be waiting. Punchlines locked and loaded. So here we are. December 21st is creeping closer, and Fury's swagger feels more forced than ever. Usyk's got all the momentum, the skill, and let's be real, the confidence of someone who's already tasted victory. Fury backed himself into a corner, and Jake Paul's relentless commentary isn't helping. This rematch isn't just about belts or titles, it's about Fury proving he's not a washed-up heavyweight holding on to past glory. But if he doesn't deliver, he's just handing Jake Paul and the rest of us more material to laugh about.